This episode of the Pie Strong podcast is brought to you by the Macquarie Inn Hotel, the best spot in town to catch UFC live on the big screens with full sound, cold beers, and a proper fight night atmosphere. Don't watch it at home, watch it where the locals watch it. The Macquarie Inn Hotel.
We're also brought to you by CosBuild. Do you want to update your living space? Anthony Costa from CosBuild can help you with all your renovation needs, big or small. Contact Anthony on Facebook at CosBuild or www.cosbuild.com.au. Strap in, enjoy the show.
Welcome back to the Pie Strong podcast, episode 3 of Footy Talks with Matt and Jack, minus the Jack. Firstly, I just want to introduce the legendary John Thewell to the podcast. He's filling in for Mr. Jack Wetton tonight because he has welcomed a beautiful baby boy. He was a tank, Charlie Walter. So massive congratulations to Jack and Carly. We're stoked. Another Wetton has arrived. So
congratulations, Jack.
That's right. I've got Johnny here. We're just going to cover over the week that was, talk everything footy, and get some feedback on what we've seen from Vegas versus the games that we've seen played in Australia, because I know your take was
the refs.
Yeah, the refs, seeing if they could carry the same feel through to the Aussie games. And what did you think?
I thought that the first two games were pretty ref orientated, but they got better as they went on, I reckon. But still the same problems. But I suppose with all these new rules and stuff, we're going to have teething problems. So I've got to stop being so critical round one.
No, well, I think this is the time to be critical, though, John. If they can't get it right in round one, then they're not going to get it right through the rest of the rounds. I think you have to set a precedence at the start, set all the consistencies at the start, and we just haven't seen it. The game, getting a bit ahead of myself, but the Roosters-Warriors game, the penalty count was 11-2.
But that was because I looked at it as well as 6 against, and I reckon the Roosters couldn't hack that. So that's why they're giving away so many penalties myself. But I guess it's not like they got to learn how to manage that now, because there's no stopping it. It just keeps rolling on. And if you like the Warriors were finding their fronts way more and going a lot faster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a learning thing too, I guess, and it's round one. So I don't know. Roosters just couldn't go with them, I reckon.
Yeah, it was. I seen something come out about old giraffe neck, Daly Cherry Evans today, and all credit to him. It would have been such a massive move to go from being a one club player. Yes, he did that backflip for the Titans, but it was massive to see him transition into probably one of the top 5 biggest clubs, being the Roosters. And they said, we definitely seen the age, the 37-year-old through the game.
I was about to say that, 37. And you could tell they made him look a bit silly a couple of times, running around him and stuff. So running at him. Missed a couple of vital tackles, I reckon.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Bit of change in there too. But I think, I don't know, like you look at Cooper Cronk, he was in form when he moved to the Roosters. I don't know if they were trying to do the same thing, but I don't know. He was 5 years younger too, I guess, but I don't know. It's not going to work with Cherry.
This is where I hate Queensland, hate Melbourne Storm, but Cooper Cronk to me I see him as one of the best halfbacks, if not, you look at top 3, he's always there, but I've always said to anyone that I talk footy with that Cooper Cronk to me, what he did in the State of Origin, international, and his club arena, I think he's the absolute GOAT. Yeah. And when they brought him over to the Roosters, just to go on the back of what you were just saying, John, it's you can't replicate what Cooper Cronk was doing, and they're putting so much comparison on what they're doing. Although it's the same what they're trying to create, it's just 2 different players.
Look, I think he's going to show the young players a little bit, but it's not. I don't think it's what the Roosters needed. No. Sam Walker got exposed with a bit of tackling as well, so they were doing it both sides, if that makes sense.
Yep.
But more so you seen Cherry was a bit slower and couldn't get to him, was just exposed. So, look, I think I heard it on something earlier that the older you get, you don't get as, like, you're not as good. You're not going to get better.
Yeah, of course. He's past his prime.
And he's 5 years older than Cooper Cronk when he come over. So,
but it was all the little things too as well. It was the knock-ons, the passes. It was not being in position. So anyway, it could have been nerves too.
Roosters were a bit off too, I reckon. But they'll come good. I think they're not the worst.
Teddy played out of his skin for the Roosters. He played phenomenal. Sam Walker, I think he's absolutely fantastic at what he does. So, and as Jack pointed out, when's the last time you've seen the Roosters start a season well?
Never.
That's right.
You're always writing them off. Everyone's looking to say, yes, they're going to be shit. But
a quick apology to one of our listeners, old Big Michael from Sydney. He knows who I'm talking about. I got an earful last week for the last episode. We skipped the Warriors. We said the Warriors getting smoked. Roosters are going to. So I'm eating my words, Michael. They played good. They played absolutely exceptional. You know, reading over some of the stats for the Warriors, the Roosters just didn't have a chance. So, yeah, interesting to see how the Warriors play out the rest of their season. If they can keep competing like that, they're going to be a scary team to go up against.
Forward pack's fast.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who impressed me, though, Ewan Aiken.
Ewan Aiken?
How good did he go in the middle?
Yeah. Oh, well. He's always a surprise, Ewan Aiken. Obviously, he's a Rabbitoh now, which obviously it's to see him start from the Dragons and stay as a centre and a winger and now to be on the edges, you know, it is it's good to see him having a crack.
Tanner Boyd played well.
Yeah.
I thought he took a while to get going, but once he got going, he was pretty good. He kicked well. He ran the ball.
There's a lot of pressure on him too as well.
Took a bit of pressure off Tavita too. I thought he played all right because, you know, like I get that Johnson's gone. He used to do that as well, but I don't know. I think he'll go all right the more he plays.
Yeah, I think that if I can be critical of Tavita, I think he hates when the pressure's piled on. Luke Metcalf was such a dominant half last year that there was no real pressure, and I thought now Tanner Boyd being there, he's not going to do much. And no offense to Tanner, I love you, but you know, I just haven't seen him as a starting halfback.
No,
and
he's been moved around a bit and stuff, but I don't think he's like he needs confidence to get going. Once he gets that bit into the game, he goes heaps better.
Yep.
Like, he just needs that. I know it's probably. You don't want it to happen, but it takes a good 15 minutes for him to get going. If the game's going good and the forwards are on top, that's when he plays better, I reckon.
And especially the kicking game. I noticed his kicking game was on point.
Yeah, it was good.
So, yeah, Warriors smoked the Chooks 42-18. The Roosters were in it for a bit, but, yeah, interesting to see how both of them teams
Didn't they throw the ball around heaps? And just...
The offloads too as well. But that's the old school Warriors, you know, the offload kings, you know, a bit of that, excuse the expression, the coconut footy. They loved it.
Yeah.
That's how they played, and now they've just got some structure. Jackson Ford, Fisher Harris were just absolute smoked them.
The forwards just found their fronts and they just played off the back of them, I
thought. Old Lomax has signed with rugby union now, Western Force, so he's... he would have had a smile on his face watching the old Eels get whitewashed by Melbourne Storm, 52-4. Never looked like they were in it. Mitch Moses wasn't in the game. Jonah Peasant wasn't in the game. They were supposed to be the Lord and Saviour for Parramatta Eels. What's your take, John Thewell?
Oh, I reckon I don't know why he didn't try and follow up more when he knew. Obviously, he knew Parramatta were going to give him a hard time to come back, or maybe he didn't. He just thought he was going to walk onto a side or whatever. I don't get it. But I thought he would have tried to pursue rugby union avenues a lot more than he did to try and come back to rugby league.
Oh, he was dipping his toes into UFC or MMA at one point. He was training with Volkanovski. You know, I just find it disrespectful as a Dragons fan to leave the Dragons, and I was okay with it. It cleared up an incredible amount of salary cap. But to see him go to the Eels and then get pushed to centre and then pushed to wing, I had a wee little laugh. Love you, Zach.
Did you see his statement? But it was a bit of a backhander to the NRL sort of thing.
Yeah, of course.
After the
truly
fact,
international
he
stage.
would have been happy to go to the Storm and everything worked out. He would have shut his mouth, but just a backhand to the
bit
NRL.
of the Jared Hayne dream of a dream of a dream. Yeah.
Getting foot into an international game, like what?
Truly a global sport.
I know that's probably his manager barging it in, or I don't think that's. They would have went over it 50 times before he put that out. But anyway,
the union pick on the league for a bit, Brad, because obviously they call themselves world champions, right? But NRL rugby league's really only played in a few countries where union is definitely spread out. So Zach Lomax's
Olympics and all that stuff, they get a run at that.
Yeah.
So
what's the pay scale like?
Pretty similar. I think if you look at rugby union in the way they have their set up as a competition, I would say it would be very similar.
Probably a bit less, because when you go into the Wallabies, you sort of, if you're playing for Australia, you get more money.
And that's where the ambassadorship, the sponsorship,
But I don't think their contracts for just normal, like where Zach's going, are the same. They might to him because he's going to play for Wallabies or whatever, but they get 5,000 to that.
Yeah,
to Perth to watch them wear.
Yeah.
How does that pay the bills when you're paying big money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and rugby union's in a bit of trouble. Like any sport, you need bums on seats. But, yeah, it was a wee bit of a dig. But he would have had a smile on his face, obviously, after being told he can't stay with NRL. Parramatta Eels win the court. I think it's so obvious that Eels subpoena the NRL. NRL go, hang on a minute, lads. Yeah. We're not coming into the court. It's settled.
Yeah.
Zach, you're not going back to rugby league. Fuck off.
For 2 years, like they said, 2 years.
Yeah.
Like I think.
Oh, they took a year off it because it was supposed to be 29.
Usually you can negotiate in your last year, and most people can get out of their last year. So I think that's,
correct.
That's still, Parramatta still lost. How good's that?
Yeah, he would have looked at it and smiled. So 52-4.
What a frogging.
Yeah, I don't think Parramatta looked in it at. There was a few fans, and correct me if I'm wrong, were definitely riding the refs are rigging this for Melbourne Storm. And there was some contentious calls. Yeah, there was. I know Jack Wetton, old Jackie boy, sent me a few texts saying, geez, the refs are trying to get involved in this game. But
we could go back to what I was saying last week about the refs, and what I thought would happen in Australia. Looking at that, some of the things, like the strip in that game, Matey getting that Hopegood getting 10 minutes, over in America. Don't worry about it. That's the inconsistency that was going on about last week. But
I think in America they wanted to sin bin people to show how violent it is, but at the same time they didn't want to sin bin people that were so impactful on the game too as well. And that's perfect example without going on about it again. Braden Burns really insignificant to the Cowboys versus Stephen Crichton. Holy shit, captain, better keep him on the field.
That's true.
But
that's what we were what I was getting at.
Yeah,
too. Like, you got to be even across the field, which is we'll see. I'll give him some time.
But tries scored on the 10th, 14th, 26th, 46th, 50th, 55th, 63rd, 66th, 76th. That's just absolutely outrageous.
How good was Harry Grant?
Oh, he's a freak, man. He's a freak. And the shit thing is he's up against our beloved Dragons this week, so it's going to be tough to watch.
Hopefully he's not running.
I've got a few stats, though. I've got a few stats when we get to the Dragons, when we get to next week's games. But, it was a display of Melbourne Storm shitty that they lost their grand final again. They come out, I think it's since 2003, Brad, the coach of the Melbourne Storm, he has not lost round one since 2003. So what's that, 23 years of saying I am victorious in round one.
Yeah, beat us now.
Lots to take out of that game. Eels have definitely got lots to work with, lots to grow. Lots of room to grow, but at the end of the day, Storm, absolute masterclass and
pumped,
absolutely pumpernickeled.
Yeah.
I will go on to the game I was most excited about for two reasons. One, to see how Broncos pulled up from that World Club Challenge, because it was a weird display watching them play. I know it's a bit unfair because Super League, they're into their season, and Broncos haven't stepped foot on a field, so they're a wee bit unfit. But Panthers, a la 21, 22, 23, 24, they did not look like they skipped a beat, and they looked scary this year.
Everyone worried about the trials. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They let a lot of, in the trials, they had a lot of young fellas there and stuff. Like, they had some of their good players, but come on. Trials.
Trials, look.
Have a look at the trials. Parramatta won the trials.
Yeah,
and
that's, but sometimes it's good to go off the trials to see the combinations and that. Like for us, Charity Shield, Rabbitohs usually bring a really solid team every year. To watch us lose against an under-18s reserve team this year, I'm going Bulldogs will put 40 on us. So again, it's only, but find me a flaw in the Panthers other than Papali'i dropping 43 tries.
Well, have a look at the young blokes that they bring in.
Jesse McLean.
They were just good. Like, they were really good. The kicking game, they lost their way for a little bit, I reckon, for about 3 or 4 sets.
Yeah.
And then just went back to kicking in the corners, doing their shit. And
Dylan Edwards was
just
old.
Their effort on defence. Like, they're up 18 or whatever, and they're just making tackles, dragging people over the sidelines, like just doing like it's five.
Who was it that they kept out of scoring? Was it Katoni Staggs that they? It was
Tony Staggs. They rolled it. He was all but over and they rolled him off. Like, come on,
crazy.
How good's that?
That Casey McLean, Paul Alamotti, Thomas Jenkins scored a double. Obviously, 1 an intercept and 2 just in the right place at the right time. Caught a really cool kick. But Blaze Halagi still looks a bit out of sorts. I'm still not sold on him being there. Nathan Cleary looked absolutely solid.
He just takes over and just guides them around.
Forward pack did exactly what they needed to do. So, tick, 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 and an A+ for...
Tackle. That's all they do. Like, they just frustrate everyone.
Well, that's what they've built on defence, and now they've got the attack with it, so scary.
I thought Broncos were sort of... I don't know. They were just like trying to go wide quick.
Yeah.
Like, I know they were getting like it was bustly in the middle, but they just always.
They didn't want to embrace the grind, man.
Yeah,
they wanted to score a try every set.
And Reece Walsh was like
always tries to.
Why not bash it up the middle and send him up the middle? Like that's where he's good and around the tired forwards and that. But they just was trying to go wide and like the handling errors that they were. Carrigan was dropping it. Like everyone who got good hands were just like. Probably never drop a ball in, round 10 or whatever, but everyone just had the drop system and we're not doing what they were doing.
Yeah, and when you're versing a team that's so so clinical and structured like Panthers, they just eat you alive. I was at the milestone and Bongo and Tommy said the Panthers would win it easy. So shout out to them. I know they're hardcore Panther fans.
I'll have to call Bongo's bullshit on that because he only changed his pick because Dom.
Yeah, Dom's tips World Cup come again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
good shit, Dommy.
Yeah. So look, and on the Broncos, Ben Hunt didn't look good. Ezra Mam didn't look good. Adam Reynolds looked old.
While you're going there, Ezra Mam, why wasn't he starting? I reckon they missed the kick and. Like, to bring a half on, like, later, like your dominant half that's going to lead you and fire something up, I just think they missed the kick bad.
Yeah, but I
reckon that was, I don't understand why he's not on
because they're saying that he hasn't been training the house down. Like, Ben Hunt's out training him. He's outperforming him, and then they try to bring him on to fix it with some speed, and he's another confidence player. You take the confidence out of Ezra Mam.
Yeah,
and he just turns into a neutral player.
But they're going on about the old premiership hangover. I don't think that's the case. They'll get better. And
of course. Look at the quality of their side.
I don't know. They faced a really good team, to tell you the truth. They tackled it out of them. Like they didn't have nothing. There was I don't know what the missed tackles were or anything, but there wasn't many.
Yeah.
Across the park.
No, as I said, and try and find a flaw in the Panthers side other than Isaiah Papali'i. He bombed probably 5 tries, so that score could have been worse.
Haas was still the best. I think he was their best forward still.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's going away and not playing right. He's still.
What do you think about him going to the Rabbitohs? Isn't that crazy? Look at the Rabbitohs team now. They're stacked.
He wants to go to the Benny.
They're stacked, man.
Yeah. He wants to go to Mr. Bennett.
Anyway.
Oh, did you see about Mr. Bennett talking about for Johnson
to stop him
from running on the field? And
yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, because the reason why they're doing that, so NRL again are trying to absorb different,
fan
different
interactions.
Of course. Well, you look at NBA, LeBron James become the top scorer ever. They stopped a game, mate. Like 13 minutes into the game, they stop it.
This hasn't been
AFL, Buddy Franklin scored the 1,000th goal. The whole field swarmed, right?
In 100 years, Matthew, there's been 3 leading, like, all-time try scorers. 3. Yep. In the last 50 years, like, it hasn't changed.
Let the bunnies on the field, bro.
Like,
I'm saying
just
let
do
them
it
on.
for a little bit and then say, like, right, get them off.
It's
like,
dangerous, right? Because you're going to get all the little airshays on there, fucking the vapes and everything else, flares and they're gonna, shit bottles.
It'll be hard to get them off. And what does that do to how the game's going as well? I know
correct,
you've got to get back into it.
So say the Rabbitohs are losing.
We've got to acknowledge it. Like,
you got to.
How long till it happens again?
You got to. I would think what I would do, because it's hard. You can't let the Rabbitoh fans, because they're vicious fans, mate. They're fucking vicious. They come from all sorts of the world.
Yeah.
But
that does bring an unknown into it.
I would stop the game and let him do a lap of honour or something.
Or something. Yeah,
just
it's got to be notarised. It has to
because Wayne took the Wayne Bennett side and he's like, fuck it, it's football. That's what happens. After it, we can have a thing. But all that feeling's gone. It's to score that try, you just want to see. And now that, you heard Johnson come out and say they can't find everyone, I think there's going to be fans that jump it. And it's
of course.
So,
and other commentators are wanting to see it as well. Like, it's, I think so.
It's a once in a lifetime thing.
How do you control it? Yes, but you've got to acknowledge it. How you acknowledge it, I don't know.
I think the teams will. You'll see a clap. There'll be massive videography around the stadium.
I think everyone will, like opposition teams and fans are going to acknowledge it as well.
Well, you can't. If you don't, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Alex Johnson. And they were... Do you know what reminds me back? I hate the Rabbitohs. Always have hated the Rabbitohs. Again, I'm a solid Dragons fan. I love footy, love watching them, and I love it when they're good. It's good for NRL when the Rabbitohs are doing well. But I've never been more critical of that team when they were going to move on Alex Johnson.
Yeah.
And it's the only team, Brad, where the fans literally created a petition and changed the boards.
They were going to move him, like, boom, you're gone. Told him to look elsewhere.
And the fans were like, we'll see you later, mate. Like, we'll press cancel on.
They found the monies.
Yeah, they found the monies in the back suitcase. So,
but they had the money anyway. They just thought he was done and wanted to move on with better players. But turns out he's a try scorer,
and he is a try. But he's good defensive winger. He's good under the high ball. Latrell Mitchell was very lazy in his early fullback days, and I remember the first game at fullback. He was just making Alex Johnson. He would catch the ball past it. And Alex Johnson looked at him. He's like, bruh, you got to have a run. Like,
that's it.
What did you think of the Rabbitohs? Dolphins, Rabbitohs win 40-30.
It was a few different things. So I like to see, and it's going to take a while for him to get used to it. Fafita was good in spots, so I was wondering how he'd go. How good was it he wasn't on the wing trying to push the winger in? He's running inside the 5'8" or just outside it. Where
he
it
still
should
turns
be.
into a bit of a pussycat, though. I don't know what it is. If I was that size, fuck me dead, you wouldn't stop me.
I thought it was fitness and stuff.
Google David Fafita. Google. Yeah. Have a look at it.
I thought it was fitness and stuff, but obviously they'll have him fit at the Rabbitohs. Like, that's one thing that they would have made sure. Yeah. But he sort of still doesn't inject himself as much as he should, I don't reckon.
Yeah. He's a tank, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's 26 years of age. Like, the photos aren't doing him justice.
No.
The kid's huge, man. And can run fast too as well.
Yeah.
He's got a good ball playing ability, good pass. He's got a bit of agility.
He can tackle.
Yeah.
But he just sits himself out.
115 kegs.
Yeah. Sits himself one in from the wing, like for Titans and all that, and just come in for...
Bit scared of the contact, isn't he? It's like,
well, if he gets jammed, he used to go missing a bit. But then on other days, he'd be like the ogre and bashing everyone. You know what I mean? Like,
you get him on a good day and he's unstoppable. I've seen him run from 30 metres out.
Imagine if he had Payne Haas's attitude or whatever.
Well, that's who they were best friends.
Been like that too. Who was that fellow who played for Titans and Taylor?
Yeah.
He was man mammoth and he just going out of games.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
couldn't
like-
maintain. They were one-hit wonders, man. They had
Yeah.
that one game where they were ballistic and just
Yeah.
couldn't maintain it.
Yeah.
26 years old. He looks fucking 46.
Yeah, that's footy for you, brother.
He's looked like that since he was
beers and
17.
That's what he looked like when he come out of the twat.
Yeah.
He's
But
huge.
yeah, other than that, I thought, what's his name? Who's the 13? Cameron Murray.
Cameron Murray,
coming back.
Jesus Christ.
He's just good. You didn't see him much last year.
Nah, injuries plagued him. But
when he's fit and he's firing, he's not trying to do all the tackling and bust people.
it's either
up to
him
change
or
the
Isaiah
game.
Yo as the top blocks, man.
I think
Yeah.
he's just good all the time.
Yeah.
All the
I
time.
agree.
Cody Walker had a good game. Kicked
Yeah.
well. Played like he kicked really well, actually.
Yeah.
Just running the ball, done everything.
Dolphins
What about Graham on the wing? You can have him anywhere.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
I really like him.
I think New South Wales need to see him in that squad. He's been in the call it the play-in squad for.
Had some injuries over last.
Yeah,
couple
he
of
has,
years,
but he's so solid under the high ball. He's so strong. I remember you pointed out to me one season, you're like, just watch them try to tackle him.
Yeah.
Watch it, and he was just so hard to tackle.
Yeah, and defence. He's
Yeah.
really good defending, whether he's centre or winger. Not many people get, like forwards can't get over him. Like the outside runners, like David Fafita trying to run over him. He'd jam him.
Yeah.
And
You go through their team, John. Cameron Murray, Keon Kulamatangi, Latrell Mitchell,
Yeah.
David Fafita, Jack Whiten, Cody Walker,
yeah.
Campbell Graham.
Well, this was along the
Bruh,
lines.
come on,
last
what is
year
going
too.
on there?
Why has it changed? Why did they look like that?
Latrell Mitchell
last year.
played 10 games last year.
And they always kept
Campbell
putting him
Graham
back in
was
fullback,
out.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That Gray.
He's just
How
a
did
little-
he come? Every time Latrell come back in, they move him.
And it's Latrell Mitchell. He's
I know,
paying him.
right.
You can't put a $200,000 player on the field and keep a $1 million player on the bench. It's
But
just
is
not feasible.
he? Yeah, I know. But like,
he's not, but
Is he
look-
the Ferrari for the fullback?
Well, he's
or is
not
he just-
anymore.
When
He's
he gets
not-
on there, he's an old
he's not
XD
anymore.
Falcon. You know what I mean?
He's not
Like,
anymore. They've put him in the
I
center.
understand that, but they pushed it last year and the year before. And
Well,
the
they
year
can't
before.
because they paid him $1 million to be a fullback.
That's all right. I know. But
They can't. They
like,
they
there's
look
plenty
silly.
of other people that are paying him $1 million now, but put him in the center where he should play. So
And look, he shows his quality. In my opinion, he's one of the best centers, if not the best center in the game when he's on.
and when
Love
he's
him
fair
in the
income,
blue
when he's
jersey.
fair income, like proper training,
He's hard to stop.
into footy, he's very good. He's
And
aggressive.
it's that black fella footy too as well. They just cause
He's
that
good.
backyard footy, the little grubbers, the passes, the flick passes. Him and Cody Walker.
But even from not playing fullback, he's just got, like, he's not the fittest of people.
Yeah.
Like they say, oh, he's heaps fitter. Yeah, but he hasn't got the fitness of a fullback like Jai Gray or
No, definitely
like
not.
Teddy or
No.
anyone, like
No.
the work rate.
No.
So if he's only going back to in centre, minimal work rate, and then how he can run over top of people, pass, pop the ball. You know, he's good gap runner when he's put in a hole. He's not trying to bash his way back up, which he gets a bit tired of. I reckon he gets a bit slower as the game goes on. So, but I don't know. I think they'll be all right.
Dolphins look good. I think that Isaiah Katoa is going to be an absolute freak. The older he gets, the better he's going to get.
Yeah.
Their forward pack, it's been a long time since they've had Gilbert, Flegler all involved, so they look solid. Selwyn Cobbo, the hammer in there. So they've got the pedigree in that team to do well.
They'll click as it goes on, I reckon. Like they didn't disgrace themselves. Like Rabbitohs didn't punch them. Like,
Nah. Well, they did at
yeah.
one
They
point.
did,
it was
but they-
it was 14-12, and then I turned around, and then it was 28-12.
Yeah.
And then it was 30. Like, they just put on quick tries. And that's what Rabbitohs of old used to do, their left-hand edge.
Yep.
You used to watch a game, it would be 6-all, and then you'd go and take a piss
Three
and you'd come
tries in
back
5
and 3
minutes.
tries.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's just they've always been like that. But
Yeah,
look, I give both of them teams a tick. I wasn't expecting 70 points to be scored, to be honest, but they are definitely too
with these
high
6 to
flying.
goes and all that.
Yeah.
I reckon these 6 to goes are just going to make teams that couldn't score points. So I think that's why they bring it in too. I don't like to say it, but for the Dragons, when we struggle to score points,
Yeah,
if we can get a roll on with 4 or 5 sets, like we're a possibility of scoring a try. You know,
and for a lot
where
of
before, if we, it'll stop the play and that they get set and they bash us and get the ball back.
They did see that change happening in it, but then they brought in the little rules like if you're behind the 40 or if you're behind the 20, you know what I mean? That's not a 6 again to get you out of trouble, because then the the top tier teams started to go, well, hang on a minute.
We'll just give it away.
We'll just smack them down in their 20 until they make a mistake.
100%.
And they started to dominate. I thought a team that really got dominated off the park were the Titans this week.
How bad would you be? Like Gordon Tallis would have to be pissed, and Matty Johns. Like, to dish that up, like, coming into it as they've just become co-owners and stuff, and that to dish that up. I don't think that's going to be them all year.
No.
But to dish that up, first go, what the fuck?
Can you find a fucking positive out of that game?
Not for the Titans.
No, I couldn't.
Not at all.
I was really hoping, because I was a fan of Lockie Ilias. I felt like he did get a harsh go last year at the Dragons, so I was really excited to see him have a go. Jaden Campbell being out of the team. And, mate, Jaden Campbell not being in the team is a big deal. So
Sharks
mollywopped him.
How good is Trindle going?
Yeah,
like I don't think people give him enough credit. Like, he doesn't, like, I don't know if it's because of his looks as a footballer.
No,
He hasn't
I
got
know
that
what it was.
thinger or
I know
whatever,
what it was.
but he's just good already. He's a proper old school
Last
footy
year,
player.
they paid. They extended, not last year, before, Nico Hines till a fucking 2055. They needed to babysit that fucking guy to make sure they look like they didn't
shit the bed.
And poor Braden Trindle obviously got caught up with a bit of, the fucking the cockania, but But look, they didn't want to put him in the spotlight because they didn't want to take away from Nico Hines, but they've given up on that now.
He's way better and has been. Like, he
showed it. Both of them got a double.
Takes control of a game. Nico Hines, honestly, he played good on the weekend.
He looks like the 6 and Braden looks like the 7.
100%. Yeah. It's like the wrong way around, but
it's very
Trindle's
rare
doing both.
As well, so
Trindle's doing both. Like, really, he like Nico's running into holes and scoring tries off him, or or a set up from him. Like, he's giving him time.
Forward pack played well.
100%. They did. Yeah, they got a good forward pack at the moment too.
It's good to see old Bud Kennedy to get a couple of tries.
I thought he was good.
He's been on the outer, I think, for the old Sharky fans.
But he's
I know
pretty reliable, isn't he? Like, he does everything right.
But a confidence player, as soon as he starts dropping the ball, it's not good.
He still tries his ass out, I reckon.
Brenton Nakora, Stone Street, Talakai, you had Braden.
Is he going somewhere else?
The Bears. They're going to the Bears, which good luck to him. I think,
I think he's way better since he's been moved into the forwards.
Yeah.
Like, why would you have the Hulk as centre unless your name's Fafita?
But he had 6 months there where he was unstoppable, got put into New South Wales and got shown
and then
up,
shit the bed at New South Wales.
He shit on the bus.
Worst game of a player I've ever seen in my life. I reckon. And then didn't they?
I don't know. Nico's up there.
There
you go, Nick and Keto.
Yeah,
if you listen, the two worst, I think, performances would have to be Shark players.
Yep,
fucking up Cronulla
in the last 10 years. They were, that was bad.
But, obviously, if you're a Shark fan, you would be really excited to see that.
But you probably won't. Are they going to push you out for if you make the finals of having a home game?
So they're my Smokies. They're my Smokies this year.
Getting the home games are not big enough and all that. They're talking about Manly trying to get rid of the home games there and stuff.
Have you seen what Sharks they've just put in for the DA?
No.
They're building this kind of like Dubai, so the apartments over the top of the fucking over the field.
But does that make them fit any more into the ground?
No, they don't. But like,
what's that?
Say,
bruvs, come up here in the unit with me.
When's
I can fit 20.
When's the last time you've gone to Cogra? Jubilee.
I couldn't tell you. When I was a kid.
The worst field to ever go and watch footy in. It's
how good is the ground? Like, the ground looks amazing on TV and stuff.
At Cogra, Jubilee. It's beautiful. It's the home of St. George, mate.
All the rest is shit.
But it's beautiful. The stadiums, it's great. And they've smacked it. It's like putting a stadium, Brad, in the middle of Delroy Park and then having 20,000 people trying to find a car park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to remember that was a lot.
Yeah,
it's a long time ago.
But they just
same as Shark Park and all the other stuff.
Win Stadium, mate. It's
just outgrown. Like, it's just outgrown.
God of stadiums.
Mate, like, the Leagues Club and everything's still fire, and like, it's...
Yeah, it's,
you know what I mean?
Money, of course.
But like, there was structure, and it's just outdated, and obviously you can't make something bigger when it's not bigger.
Too many fucking
it's not. You can't make something bigger when you still got the same patch of land. So
they
Same as the Sharks, I think, and Manly as well. Like, but Manly's got, I don't know what they call it now, Lotto Land or fucking...
Four Pines Park.
Four Pines Park. They change it every 3 years to get more money. But they've got, rugby union's got a mad ground across the road, like mad. But I think they need to do something like that. Just flatten it and start again. Like they've got their, I don't know. But that's anyway.
But then
that's more what I was talking about. All these small places, they're trying to get rid of them because obviously they don't want more people to go there. So.
Well, they've just done it to the Penrith Stadium, and I reckon they've gone backwards.
I was just in Penrith. Since they've done it.
Well, they have. That's still fucking. It's not even 20% done.
Yeah.
But the grandstands and that, like, it's like these guys have just won 4 premierships in a row.
Yeah.
Cowboys won 1, and they built them a stadium.
So what are they going, more boxes or something?
Mate, no, it's like the old cement grandstand. It's like Wynn Stadium.
Like Apex Oval in Dubbo was before.
Literally. Oh, it's obviously got a bit more shelter, but if rain is coming, brother, it's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, well, that's why, sorry I took you off that, but yeah, they're talking about doing it. Oh, obviously, but they do it every year, but I think they're a bit more serious, NRL, to
do Shark Park. Well, they have to because they took fucking Jubilee off us for a little bit.
They'll need funding to do it. Like the NRL's not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
But like Sharks, that's
why you need to have some money.
If they're your home ground and that, they shouldn't be allowed to take it off you, no matter how many people you fit in there.
You need to be a good team. Wynn Stadium's about to get a revamp of its lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be gorgeous to see. And we've just got the new Centre of Excellence.
Only pity is we probably won't see him in the finals for a little while still.
I don't know. According to Shane, we won't, but, you know.
Yeah. Oh!
Anyway.
That's terrible, mate. Don't bring that up again.
I reckon game of the round, I've left it to last. Sea Eagles Raiders. I said to Dommy, you're silly backing the Raiders here. He proved me wrong yet again. Raiders come through. Old Sandon Smith tops it like Critter Crichton. Field goal, smoked it. Didn't even look like he was worried.
See, old mate, hey, he just said, have you heard his description about it? He said he just like looked up. He said, I noticed I was slow around there. No one was putting pressure on it. He said, so I just kicked it.
Yeah.
Like, kicked it and then he just stood there.
Cool like, as a cucumber, eh?
I just kicked it.
So, Brad, this game was well in Raiders' hands, right? Sea Eagles come back. This is the bottom one, 28-29. Come back out of nowhere. I poured a couple of beers, looked up, and it's 26-28, right on full time. Now, the last game that Raiders played in proper NRL season was last year against the Broncos, and they lost right on full time. Broncos got a penalty to even the score, and then they lost in Golden Point to a field goal.
Yeah.
First game back, round 1, right on full time. Sea Eagles got a penalty, equaled it to 28-28. And I'm like, oh, they're going to bring back nightmares here. And I thought Sea Eagles were going to come through. Jamal Fogarty, Sandon Smith.
Just nailed
it. Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Sandon
something.
Sandon Smith.
Oh, yeah, before. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
And that's Ethan Strange.
Ethan's...
Is
it both Ethans? You mad?
Yeah, no, aren't they?
Ethan Sanders.
Ethan Sanders or something. I don't know. Let's have a look.
Ethan Sanders, not.
I'm going to have a look.
You said Ethan, someone else. Oh, you said someone. What did he say?
Ethan Sanders.
Yeah, you said nothing like that.
Sandon Smith. I said Sandon Smith.
You said, I was like, what?
Yeah, I kept saying Sandon Smith.
You actually were really convincing because I was like, fuck, am I wrong?
Yeah, Ethan Strange is the 6th.
They're both Ethans.
Ethan Sanders. Sandon Smith, anyway.
Ethans,
Sandon Smith is a great. So Ethan Sanders absolutely smoked it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
He played good too, eh?
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Has he played like 18 games or something?
Yeah,
it's not many.
He played a few for Eels. They got him from Eels.
Yes,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it Eels?
No, it was
or Roosters.
I don't know.
I swear it was the Eels. I'll have a look.
I'm not believing you.
Can I ask a question? Surely Xavier Savage gets a run at fullback at another club.
Why?
Fuck, he's electric.
Yeah, he is.
He's electric under the high ball. He's electric. It's nice to have KO Weeks as at the back, which he surprised me. He's absolutely blown.
But why is it different? Like, I understand. Look at Zach Lomax. I know we didn't want to talk about him anymore.
That's right. We'll talk about Zachy.
But it's as much as you want to get involved as a winger. Nobody says that you can't get into the middle and carve it up or do whatever like a fullback. So this is like, if they've got 2 fullbacks, it's on you to get involved. Like, and Savage could be running off anyone. He'd be running me up the middle, wherever. He can do it anywhere.
just looks so good.
Yeah.
Fuck, he looks so good. He's so quick, man. Both
They've
KO
got a
Weeks
good side still. Like, they got good young fellas coming through and they're using them too. Like, I think they've given away, like, a lot of buying big name players, and they're trying to put it more in the, like, you just see that they're bringing through all the young blokes.
Well, that was a test.
Pretty good.
That was a test. You get knocked out in consecutive games for finals. You come back round one and you win in Golden Point. So it's,
don't get me wrong, they weren't impressive. Eagles weren't impressive, but the young people and what they got still.
Well, I thought Raiders were impressive to come back. It was 14-0.
But were Eagles that good? Did you reckon?
I
thought
the first 20 minutes they were absolutely spectacular.
Their defense was a bit crap.
Jamal Fogarty, well, for the first 20 minutes, it's 14-0. Tom Trebojevic was cutting them up. Jamal Fogarty was kicking them around the park. Luke Brooks was doing Luke Brooks things.
I reckon old Jakey's got like a bit...
They're gone.
Do you reckon he's a bit off his step or what? Like a bit slower and stuff?
Tom Trebojevic surprised
Still
me.
got the heart, still does everything, but I think he's just lost a beat. Like he's a bit like, I don't know. Like, he even looks strange in headgear, so it's like he's not that mad one
the
to
old
get
nipple
knocked
gear,
out.
eh?
You know, like...
Yeah, no, you're right. I wasn't overly impressed with either team, but I was impressed with Raiders to come back from 14-0, going up against their old halfback, Ethan Sanders, not Sandon Smith. Ethan Sanders, you know, in reality, Ethan Strange and Ethan Sanders are both still rookies, man. You know, they haven't got more than 20 games underneath them. I could be wrong, but
playing confident, like
yeah.
For him to just nail that field goal, and like he scored a try, he's not afraid to run and sort people out like a proper half.
Yeah,
you know.
Well,
it's good to see. Like, if I was a Raiders supporter, I'd be pretty happy to see them two halves. I wouldn't be upset. But in saying that, what happens in a couple of weeks if they have a couple of shitty games? They might be in rookies, and not many games. They might go to shit. We just don't know. First round stuff.
First round. I think the only team, if I'm taking myself out of it, right, as a Dragons, if anything, Titans, Eels, and Broncos. They're the only ones that I'd be worried about. I know it's only round one. Titans look absolutely putrid in defence and attack.
Yeah,
I could even throw Roosters in there, but they always start slow.
Yeah.
Broncos looked absolutely lost, and I know they were up against a solid Panthers, so excited to see them again next week. And Eels, oh, baby, they looked like they did not want to be on that field. So, anyway,
I think Broncos, I don't think you need to worry about them as much. They've still got a good side. But
do you think they got too many Chiefs? I'll finish on this. Do you think they have too many Chiefs and not enough Indians? Too many people trying to win the game.
I think they just got to go up the middle like they usually do and then go wide instead of trying to do all the flashy shit straight away.
Xavier Wilson, you've got Payne Haas, Patrick Carrigan.
Yeah.
You know, like still most of the Queensland side. Like most. But I don't know how long Ben Honey should be in there for. But I don't know. I think he'll get shown up a bit this year with his age,
and
his
how
kicking
slow, like
game.
we were talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Cherry Evans, he's just getting that older and slower.
I've watched him play halfback for my team for many, many years, and I love Benny as a Dragon. Yeah. I felt very disrespected the way he treated the Dragon fans and the club at the end, especially how rich they made him. And you know, I was happy. I was bittersweet to see him win the GF last year.
If you go, then you look at the other side of that. He wanted to win a premiership, and what did he do?
He won a premiership. Fuck off.
And the Dragons are nowhere near at the moment. You can even ask their coach.
Well, they're below us on the ladder, so fuck it.
Yeah.
On to next week. We're just going to quickly run through next week, and I just want to get your predictions, John, as I go through these games. Round 2, kicking off. Broncos v Eels. I think this should be a pretty easy decision.
It's the two people who were shit.
Yeah. Shit.
They were. Broncos is easy, I think.
Suncorp Stadium too as well.
Like, honestly.
Yeah.
They're not. That's me. What do you reckon?
Well, I'm going Broncos. Naturally, I'm just going Broncos being at Suncorp Stadium.
Yeah.
Have a look at this, though. Where do you think Broncos played last game?
What do you think?
What stadium? What stadium?
wasn't it?
Suncorp.
Where do you think they get 2 in a row.
No, where do you think they're playing next week after they're playing Suncorp?
Is it a Friday night? Or Thursday night?
Round 3 is Amy Park.
Yeah.
I read something saying.
So what's this game? Is it Thursday?
That's last. Well, no, this is week 2. There you go. Thursday, 12th March, 8 p.m. playing at Suncorp Stadium.
Thursday, Fridays, mate. They don't get any other games.
Yeah. So, yeah, prime time footy. So I'm on the Broncos too as well. Yeah. I know Jackie Boy would take the Broncos, and Dommy put out his tips tonight. He took the Broncos too as well.
Who would you take, Brad?
I'm going to go Broncos,
yeah.
Second game, Friday, 13th. We've got Warriors taking on the Raiders. This is going to be tough to pick here. Flip a coin, but I'm backing the Warriors.
Yeah. Oh,
it's at Auckland too as well.
On what they did, yes.
Yeah. It's at Auckland. I know Raiders enjoy the cold.
Yeah.
It's probably a wee bit. It's not as cold over there at the moment, but it's definitely always rainy and miserable. But I think Warriors.
No. What they did impressed me.
Yeah.
They were so fast, and I think they'll give the Raiders a hard time. The Raiders got a good pack, but I think it'll be one of the best games, I reckon.
Yeah. Next, we've got the Roosters and Rabbitohs, old school rivals. They're going to want to give it to each other here, and I cannot believe the Roosters are betting favourites. How in the fucking Lord Sportsbet have them at $1.88, only minor,
at home,
and Rabbitohs at $1.96. Yeah, but Allianz Stadium's
that's nothing.
Yeah, but to still watch
it's both their home grounds, isn't
both
it?
their home. Like if you're at Allianz Stadium, it's just across the road from Accor Stadium anyway.
It's one of those things. If
Dolphins
Rabbits play like they did, they win. If Roosters play like they did last week, they lose. But I don't know. You can't take anything off first round or trials. It's going to take a bit of feeling out. I think the Roosters will get a licking from their old
I'm
coach.
backing the Rabbitohs there, though.
I'm backing the... I'm going to say Roosters bounce back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, remember this conversation, Rabbitohs. This one is going to be a bore fest. I'm calling it now. I know it's Tigers' first game.
That's going to be not good.
Yeah, Leichhardt Oval, Tigers versus Cowboys.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with the Cowboys there. I don't know if it's Reed. I don't know if it's Scott. I don't know if it's Jake.
Yeah,
it's just
if
they
get
looked
it
absolutely
right, they
flat.
got the right people.
Yeah,
there.
but they had so much opportunity to get it right.
How many times have we been saying this over since old mate's gone there? Really? Cowboys this year. It's never the Cowboys.
Who do you back though?
This is what I'm saying. Then other flip too.
Tigers
I
heavy favourites.
Both of them are in the bottom 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Of the ladder for the year.
I think Cowboys bounce back. I think Cowboys win in a close game, like a 14-12 type scenario. So I'm backing the Cows.
Yeah, I just can't do the West Tigers at the moment.
Yeah. On to the game of the round, and I'm calling it Wynn Stadium, Wollongong Dragons, St George Mighty Dragons, taking on Melbourne Storm.
Make me feeling bad in the guts already.
It's going to be a scary. But let me throw a stat at you. Since 2015, Shane Flanagan has only lost to Melbourne Storm twice. One being a normal season game.
Well, did they beat?
They haven't.
We beat them last year. How many times did we play them though?
Storm have not beaten the Dragons, whilst Shane Flanagan has been the coach. So we have gone back-to-back victories.
So we only played them once last year.
We played them once last year and the year before that, and beat them by 2 points by each game. Absolute grind fest. We love the top 8. We love the grind. So I am not.
And we've had a week off.
We've had a week off
because we can't do back to back. We will go good against. I back the Bulldogs. The next.
I back the Bulldogs round 1. Tip the Bulldogs. Back the Bulldogs. Yeah, I tipped the Bulldogs. I did say. What did I say on the pod?
Mandatory tick.
I said on the podcast, and you can back me up. This is why I love a podcast. I said it's going to be a close game. We either lose by 2 points or win by 2 points, and we lost by 1 point.
Yeah, right.
I know how we are. I know what we're like with the top 8 teams. It's the bottom 8 teams that worry me. So I'm calling a very, very close games, but I'm going to say Dragons have the edge too as well.
I'm going to say Dragons, but it definitely won't be by many points because we haven't got many in us. But
yeah.
We might grind one out.
Oh, I love it. Don't put your house on it. Don't put your house on
these aren't hot tips either. These are very cool icy
these
tips.
are ice tips.
It's just proud tips.
This is going to be a a season definer for the Sharks up against the Panthers because they've just smoked the Titans by 50 points or 40 points, and now they're up against a red-hot Panthers. So I'd like to see the Sharks bounce back here and really stick it with the Panthers, but I'm backing the Panthers for
last week.
For
Panthers by 10 to 14.
Yeah, same. They're just spot on. I was going to say 10 to 12, but I like 10 to 14 even better.
Yeah. Penalty goal in there somewhere.
Tricky one here. Fletcher Sharp being out. Dommy took the Knights. Sea Eagles versus Knights. I think with Fletcher Sharp not there, I'm a bit worried about him. So I'm going to back the Sea Eagles.
Yeah, I'm backing the Sea Eagles. They didn't impress me, like I said, the Sea Eagles, but Knights weren't that impressive against the Cowboys. So like on a big stage, they
how many
dug
times
in a bit hard.
How many times last year did the Dragons win and you said, Matty, go back and look at the team we versed? I don't think they're running hot. And I'm just like, yeah, kidding yourself. Next week, the team we versed gets smoked by 50. He rings me. He's like, I told you. Now watch what happens to Dragons.
That's true. It happens.
Yeah.
Or when we put in a good performance against someone like Dragons, they can't back it up because they put
don't speak.
You put everything in, and some of these other teams are putting everything into a game.
We're different now. We've evolved.
And I'm talking about other teams that aren't going so well either. They're putting everything in to beat that team, and then the next week they're flat as fuck. Like they've put everything in. They can't recover that quickly.
Yeah,
and that's definitely. I think the Knights probably won't recover that. And that Sharp's going to be a big out.
Yeah, geez, he looked absolutely.
Have you heard any? What happened?
No, I haven't followed it up. I don't reckon.
That hasn't been in the news. So you'd think
Google that for me, Brad. Fletcher Sharp injury. Brad's a Novocastrian.
Oh, righto. Did you go for it? Yeah.
So the last game, we'll jump onto that while he's searching that up. A Queensland derby. Dolphins versus the Titans. I think an easy win for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think so too.
You got to sign up. Put it on the business account. Yeah. Sharp on edge. Night faces nervous. Wait for scans. That was the 1st of March. So I think it come out that it wasn't an ACL.
Well, I think you would have heard about it by now.
There you go.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Knights 20 hours ago. Knights relief for Fletcher has been cleared of a season-ending ACL rupture. There you go.
There you go.
So they'll probably give him a couple of weeks off. Let him get.
And it hasn't said anything about medial or anything, so he might have just pumped it because he tried to play on.
Yeah.
But he was just like, and it wasn't a weird twist or anything that he went down. So that's probably good though. Because he's going to be a really good player. I reckon.
They're the most scary ones though, John. When you see them fall down without any contact. So.
Yeah. That's what I do if I get into a hamstring or knee gone.
So, Dolphins, Titans. Who are you taking? Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon by a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the week of footy. Yeah. I'm excited to see it. Round 2. Well,
do you want me to play Dommy's tips?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play Dommy's tips out there. Send them out. He got 6 of 8 last week.
He did.
He got 6 of 8.
You ready?
Yep.
Not playing.
Roosters fumbled.
Out of 8. Unfortunately, fumbled on the Roosters. They didn't perform too well.
Come through headphones?
Yeah.
Well, the Dolphins didn't come home for him. Rabbitohs were victorious. But this week's a new week. Isn't that right, Dommy?
Yeah.
Right, first game, Broncos, Eels.
Broncos.
Second game, Warriors or Raiders.
Raiders.
Third game, Roosters or the Rabbits.
Rabbits.
Fourth game, Tigers or the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Fifth game, Dragons or the Storm.
Dragons.
I love it. Panthers or the Sharks.
Panthers.
Sea Eagles or the Knights.
Knights.
Ooh.
Dolphins or the Titans.
Dolphins.
Well, there you have it, folks. Another episode of Dommy's Tips. Lock him in, follow him, because he's going to get the wins.
Yeah, I didn't agree with his Dolphin tip last week, and he almost proved me wrong again. They were coming back. And the Raiders one I'm a wee bit worried about, and the Knights, but we'll see how he goes.
Yeah.
What did he get wrong last week?
He got Dolphins and Roosters and the Dolphins.
Oh, Roosters, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Rabbitohs beat the Dolphins and Warriors beat the Roosters.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure. I'd love to have you on again. I love talking footy with you. and hopefully it comes out all right. To the listeners that have made it this far, thank you so much. If you like what we're doing and it makes you feel good, make sure you jump on, like, subscribe, share, give us some love. Until next week, I'll see you then.
Thanks, boys.